traffic, Skyline 80, Pop Echo, taxiing to the run-up area for 17, Stearman. Stearman traffic, Skyline 80, Papa Echo, taking off 17, Stearman.
Stearman traffic 70 Juliet. On the go, 17, Stearman. We'll be departing to the south.
All right, heels on the floor. Power's in. Instruments are green. Airspeed is alive.
Stearman traffic, Skyline 2370 Juliet. Right, traffic 17, Stearman.
And rotate.
Morgan, sound the houses to the right. Oh my
We're
goodness.
going to get in the traffic and depart on the 45 off the downwind. 266, copy wrong.
Stearman traffic, Skyline 80, Papa Echo, right crosswind 17.
This is the most quiet I've ever had since I've had the kids.
You might decide you like this flying bit, huh?
Think so, as long as I can do it without them.
Stearman traffic, Skyline 80, Papa Echo, right downwind 17, departing area to the northwest, Stearman. Do you want to fly a little bit?
Oh, I don't know if I trust myself. Does it matter I can't see out of the front? Too short? It's not that you're too short, you really just can't see out the front of this plane.
Oh, we're climbing right now. Okay. Let me power back a little bit here. Alright. I want you to put your hands lightly on the yoke. We got a plane out here. He's about 2 miles away, so we'll just kind of look out after him a little bit. Let's just kind of veer out that way some. Alright? So, you're an airplane. You're flying.
Goodness. Ron, you have way too much faith in me. I'm a little... So I should be going a little left, lightly?
No, a little bit. No, see, we're tilted. Look at the horizon.
Okay.
Okay? So what you want to do is keep this dash level with the horizon. It's as simple as that. There ain't nothing to it. So let's bank a little left, just slightly left. I'll help you just a touch.
I should probably come back a little bit to the right.
Not yet. We're kind of moving over a little bit. I'm giving some space for that plane. Okay? Now, let wings level. So just kind of ease it back to the right. And you see the horizon, right? That's your reference. See that airplane out there? Right there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It
So-
looks very close.
yeah, well, he's 500 feet above us and 2 miles away.
Here it looks like you just touch him.
Yeah, and you can kind of see, so when the sun hits them, when they bank is when you really can see them. All right? You're flying. I'm not touching anything. See how easy it is to fly?
You're too kind.
Piece of cake, ain't it?
I could get used to this lifestyle.
No, it's really, really fun. I'm just gonna play with stuff while you're doing that.
Tag along with you on some of those cool vacations that you go on.
Yeah, we could do that.
There's not room though, Morgan, for you and Chris and the kids.
Yeah, we got to get a bigger airplane.
Yeah, or we're just gonna have to make some choices.
Yeah.
I'm not making it go down, right?
I'm trimming it to keep us at 3,500 feet. Okay, but if you want to make it go up and down,
I don't know if I do.
push forward. Not a whole lot, and just hold it steady. Okay. Now pull back just easy, just real gently. All right. Now what I want you to see if you can do me at 3,500 feet. And you look at this too, if that's easier. Sometimes people get fixated on these digital gauges, and it's kind of tough on them. So sometimes this is easier because it's like a car needle. We're at 3,460. We're within 100 feet. That's fine. Okay, and if you see this is our vertical speed indicator, descending 100, 200 feet a minute. So just add just a touch of back pressure. Okay, just a touch. Now we're climbing. So when I say a touch, just tap it and kind of let it equalize. The plane is going to fly on its own. Okay, so just kind of wait for a second. Let's see if we kind of level off here. We're at 3,480. That looks really good. Within 20 feet. That's black. Okay, do you have any pressure forward or backwards at all? Okay, guess what? Let go of one hand. Just one hand. And if this is the hand you like, that's all you need is just a little bit. Now see how we banked a little bit? all you got to do is just look, see what I'm doing? I'm just giving it just a little bit of pressure, okay, to kind of keep this going wings level. And a lot of that is the heat coming up or a little bit of a crosswind. See, right now we got a 9-knot headwind and a 4-knot crosswind. So that wind's kind of pushing us to the right just a little bit. All right?
Pushing us towards that plane, though, is it?
Huh?
Pushing us towards that plane.
Oh, yeah, he's coming in the other way, though. We're good. They're just all over the place. So just kind of bank it just a touch. That wind is still kind of pushing us to the right. So you might want to just like put a little pressure, like with your, see, I've got my thumb here, just kind of holding just a slight amount of pressure. Everything in a plane when you're flying is just smooth, easy, coordinated movements is all you're doing. Look at you, 34, 40, you're staying within 50 feet plus or minus at 3,500. It did smooth out, by the way. It was bumpy as all get out earlier.
Glad I waited to the later flight then.
Yeah. All right, so let's start let's make a slight turn to the left and kind of hold that to the left.
It's a bit too slight?
Oh, matter of fact, you see this is 10, 20, 30, that's 45 degrees. Get me to where it's pointed about right here. So what I want you to do is turn. It's just a nice, easy 20-degree bank right there. Nice and smooth. Okay? Now see how we're descending because we lose a little lift in the turn. So all you need is just a slight amount of back pressure when you're turning. And look at that. See, we're leveled right back out at 3,500 again. And then we just got that and we're just nice and smooth. We're just looking really good. We're heading due north now. We need to start heading a little southerly. So let's just keep that turn coming. There's Jabbar right there. So let's kind of work our way towards Jabbar.
Go too far left?
No, we got to start heading south. There's the airport right here we're going to. But we got to turn and land the other direction. So let's see what our weather looks like.
Estimated weather observation 0018 Zulu. Wind 030 at 06.
They said the wind was at 030. So the runway is 36. So 30 degrees off of that. So we need to land north. Because we want to land into the wind, right?
Trying to follow.
Yeah, well, we want to land into the wind. Do you see the airport out there to the left?
Think so. I need a booster seat here.
Here, let me help you. Can you see the airport out to the left?
Okay.
There you go. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to configure for landing. Okay, so we're going to put our prop in, fuel's on both, cowl flaps open, we got our trim set, we'll go full rich. Okay? The traffic pattern for Jabbar is 2,500 feet, so we need to get now to 2,500 feet now. Okay? So I'm going to pull the power back just a touch, and I'm going to get us going down. Jabbar here at 2,500 feet. We're going to enter what we call the left downwind. We're going to be on the left side of the runway because we're going to go and turn around and come back to the north. Okay? Because the wind is coming from the north, we want to land into the wind. So if the runway's on our left side, that's a left downwind and a left base and then final. So here we go. We're going to start descending here to 2,500 feet because that's traffic pattern altitude. We got our runway in sight. We know where we're at. We're on Jabbar's frequency. Nobody else is taking off or landing over there, so we're there. I kind of get us a little more to the left.
I'm trying to be gentle on the...
All right, now it's going to be my airplane because we're going to enter the pattern here. All right, but I want you to kind of follow, not necessarily follow up, but watch what I'm doing. I'm going to try to explain everything I'm doing.
Jabbar, traffic Skyline 80 Pump Echo, entering a left downwind 36, full stop, Jabbar.
Now those lights help you get on the right angle. See how there's two white and two red? That's a 3-degree glide slope to help you gauge the angle you need to land at. At night you can see them really far off. We want to be about a mile or so to the left of that runway so we can have us a nice, easy traffic pattern. We want to follow the direction of that runway.
Remarks.
I always like to get my weather right before we land as well, because we've gotten this close before and the weather completely changed and we had to switch runways.
Automated weather observation 0022 Zulu. Wind 040 at 026.
We're going to still land to the north. 040 is to the right of north, and we'll be landing to the north. So we'll have a little bit of what we call a right crosswind. Now to judge the distance, usually what they say is the runway should be about halfway up the strut on the plane, give or take, at traffic pattern altitude. And that'll give you real close kind of proximity of where you need to be. All right, so I'm kind of beating the numbers. This is where I put in my first 10 degrees of flaps. It's going to want to balloon up, so I have to counter that by pushing down on the yoke and giving it a little down trim. That helps slow us down so we can land not so fast.
Jabbar, traffic, Skyline 80 Papa Echo, turning left base, 36, full stop, Jabbar.
And now I'm going to put in 20 degrees of flaps, and that's going to slow us down some more.
Jabbar, traffic, Skyline 80 Papa Echo, base to final, 36, full stop, Jabbar.
See, those lights are two white and two red, so I'm on the right glide slope, right? I'm right here. If they're three red and one white, I'm a little bit low, and if they're three white, one red, I'm a little bit high.
Charlie, 15 to the west, inbound for runway 36, Jabbar traffic.
Now it doesn't matter because I'm coming in for a landing if they start turning red, because I got to start coming down, right?
Gotta go somehow, right?
All right, Jabbar, traffic, Skyline 80 Papa Echo, short final, 36, full stop, Jabbar.
That's what we call a greaser.
Oh, I was going to say, Ron, that was good landing. They're the most commercial flights I've been on. Peaceful.
Well, the first two weren't quite that good, but I had to show off for you. You can turn your air conditioner on now.
That's your air conditioner.
What's that, baby?
I opened the window for her. I said, there's your air conditioner.
There's your air conditioner. The reason why we don't have air conditioners, when you get up high, you don't need it. And for takeoff and landings, that adds like 110 pounds of weight. And weight is everything on an airplane.
It's a hot day and it was perfect up there.
Yeah, well, it smoothed out.
Jabbar, traffic, Skyline 80 Papa Echo, clear, 36, taxiing to the ramp, Jabbar.
I think I'm hooked.
Good job.
Thank you so much.
I wanted you to.
That's a bucket list item right there.
Oh, is it?
That is so cool.
Well, you did good. I mean, you were holding out. I'm not going to tell you did better than Chris, but you did better.
Cameras are still rolling.
Okay. Never mind, bro. You did wonderful.
Maybe I'm the one that should go for the pilot's license.
There you go.
Actually, I found that so peaceful. I actually do get a little nervous on commercial flights sometimes, and I didn't feel that type of nerve at all. I actually thought that was so peaceful.
When you're in control, a lot of times that's the difference.
Yeah, I could see that. And that's the reason why the fears probably come on. So you don't know the pilot or what's going on up there. Whew.
Okay.
Thank you so much. The setup's just amazing.
Yeah, and this is what we call a glass cockpit. Most other planes just have these, and these are just backup gauges for us. We're gonna put her away, but we got a bunch of stuff to get out, so it'll be a little.
We have a ton of stuff to get out.
Yeah. So older planes, you'll see all of these gauges are up here. So that vertical speed indicator and all that kind of stuff is done by those, what they call a 6-pack, 6 gauges. Okay, this is what we call a glass cockpit. So all of this information is up here, but more. Okay, so it makes you more situationally aware of what's going on. So, so case in point, you can get fixated on digital numbers like on those I showed you, and that's the reason why I say sometimes a gauge, because it fluctuates 20 feet. You don't really notice it on an analog gauge, but you'll see it on this because it'll give you a readout, in 20 feet increments.
Right.
Okay, so all of that is this plus more. And then you got a big map. On the older planes, it's just got this little screen about the size of that.
Oh,
and so they've come a long way with technology. It's unreal.
Right? All the different things that you were doing. I was trying so hard to... I
Soak
usually
it in.
get quiet, to like really figure out what you were
Well,
doing.
and I wanted you
really
to fly
like that
and
kind
not
of stuff.
fixate on the cool stuff.
Yeah.
Because really, until you get your instrument rating, 90% of the time your eyes are outside. And you're just glancing at these to see if you climbed or descended or if you're off that course a little bit.
Yeah.
And then if you're on a long trip, you just turn the autopilot on and we just sit there and do this and talk.
I love that. That'll be Boston, right?
Yeah, there you go.